Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, May 26th, and we're on our way to church. I got up really early this morning. I should have went to the earlier mass, but I'm just so used to going to this mass. And I have my own little crowd that I sit by. So it makes it for a better experience, I guess. And then I have to go to Kroger's because I told you before that we're doing Alyssa's birthday dinner tomorrow, and I gotta go get the fixins for tacos. I'd rather just get them today than worry about getting shopping tomorrow. But I might be going with Denise on yet another adventure today. She wants to go Facebook Market shopping again. She found a cabinet or a hutch or I don't know, something for her kitchen. And her car is not wide enough for it to fit. My seats, I think, fold down, but the back thing in the window, I forget what you call it, the shelf in the back of the window, that doesn't go down for some reason, so I don't think it would fit in my car. And Gary's working right now, but she thinks it might fit in his car, so when he gets home from work, she's going to measure it. And if not, we're going to go on another trip. And this one's a long trip. It's probably about an hour away. I haven't got anything else to do today anyhow. They're just saying it's supposed to be cloudy today, but it sure does look like rain. I would hope it would rain because I like to get my plants all watered naturally with the rain from the sky and keep my water bill down. My water bill was atrocious last year. It was just unbelievably high. So I want to kind of cut it back a little bit this year. I do have a watering can, so I think I might just some of the flowers I might move when I water the lawn because I have an automatic sprinkler, and then just have the sprinkler system water those, and then I'll just with the watering can water the ones up by the garage. I will show you when I'm finished. I'm not completely done yet. I'm done with what I purchased, but I still need to purchase a few more. But other than that, I'm going to stay on track today. I've already planned out my meals for today. When I get home, I'm going to have some fruit and an egg, probably a half of a bagel with some Laughing Cow cheese on it. And then for lunch, I'm going to have a bowl of Wheaties. I know, odd. I'm just trying to switch things around a little bit. And then for dinner, I think I'm going to have a turkey sandwich with some of those little Ritz crackers that I had with a sugar-free pudding for dessert. I'll just drink iced tea. I might drink some of that. I did taste that raspberry light lemonade, and it was really good. So I'm glad that they finally made it in the light, because really that is my favorite, the raspberry one. And then I don't know, just watch some YouTube videos today. I'm gonna finish my book, the Craig Ferguson book, and just move on from there. So Sophia really banged up her lip. I don't know if I got a picture of it. I'll find out if I got a picture. If I do, I'll enclose it right here. She went camping with her Aunt Amy, and which is Aaron's sister, and they were riding down the road, and the car came, and Sophia doesn't know how to gradually work to her way to the side of the road. She panicked and then went right over the top, and she has a retainer, and the retainer caused her to bite her lip, so she had to go to the emergency room because they couldn't get the bleeding to stop. But she didn't need any stitches, so that was good. But then she was so upset she wanted to come home. And then yesterday when they came over, Kylie wanted to go for a bike ride, and Sophia didn't want to go for a bike ride. And Christy made her get on the bike and go for a bike ride. And then she was riding all day. It's just getting over that first initial fear of doing that. I think that's true of everything in life. Sometimes you just kind of have to take a step back and think, and then try again. Just like trying to lose your weight. If you don't succeed, you got to try again. I always say, although I didn't really believe it, but I'd rather lose slowly than not at all. So if I have to lose really slow with my new attitude that I have now, I'm fine with that now. Before I kept thinking, if I didn't lose at least a pound, then it wasn't worth it. That philosophy didn't get me very far. So now my new philosophy is any kind of a loss is better than a gain. So, and I always say this, I'm not going anywhere. It's the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life, so I might as well get used to it now. And then even when I try to eat stuff that I used to like before, it makes me ill. And I'm just trying, I think back to all the times when I thought I was dying, and it really was because I ate poorly. And my body was just reacting to it, and I wasn't listening to my body. I wasn't reading the signs. And sometimes you just have to stop and think and listen, because your body does talk to you. You may not think it does, but it does. And I really have to think that last year when I did my weeding and everything and my planting, the next day I woke up, I was so sore. And so I thought yesterday, when I wake up this morning, I'm going to be so sore. I'm going to be so messed up. And I'm not. I'm feeling pretty good. I really am. So I know that I don't have a problem with this lifestyle. It's just getting my mind back to the fact that this is the way I want to eat the rest of my life. This is the way I want to live my life. And it's been a long time coming, and I need to remember that. And I need to remember that. I need to remember the bad times, because I don't want to repeat them, because it's just not worth it. It really is just not worth it. And my spot is still here. How can that be? The farmer's market is open. I don't know if people know that this is parking. Well, guess what? I know it's parking. So anyway, I know it was just a quick little Sunday video. If I do go somewhere with Denise, I'll include it into the thing. I'll show you Denise. But if not, I'll end it, and I'll ask you to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow for sure. Okay, I just got out of church, and I am a firm believer that God speaks to you. Sometimes you just got to listen. And I like when I go to church, I can just kind of sit and listen. But in our church paper, they always print the sermons. And I do feel that God was speaking to me today, and I wanted to share it with you. They started off with all these great moments. It's like he started talking about making plans and things like that. And then he said, with all these great moments, when it seems like we're in the middle of a Herculean task of some sort, is the idea I likely to follow, is it going to downhill and crash? What are we going to do when our tank is empty of new things? We all have to start somewhere, and what I tend to do is to start breaking up the big ideas into smaller ideas, then focus on the ones that are attainable and practicable. That's what I need to do. I need to set my goals on things that are attainable and practical. Can't say that word. Attainable and practical. Oh, practical. Anyway, I have to set my goals on things I can do. That's the whole gist of the things. And so I really do believe that. And in the back of my mind, she's deceased now, but Sister Mary Frances was talking to me, because right after communion, everybody was making a mass exodus to the door to leave. And she always taught us in school that when you go to communion, that's like the dinner. And you need to stay for the final blessing, because that's the dessert. And so the people that leave right after communion are missing the best part of the whole meal, and that's the dessert. It just always stuck in my mind. So as I see these people making a mass exodus before the final blessing, I mean, they're receiving Christ, obviously, with the communion. That's the meal. But you need the blessing, too. And I feel like just grabbing them and saying, you're leaving before dessert. And everybody knows that's the best part of a meal. Okay, I got to go now. I'm being too silly.